Hey guys, welcome back to Blaymore. This is the channel where we talk about weapons, self-defense myths, and the difference between movies, games, and real life. Imagine a stubby submachine gun, all business with its boxy shape and that signature chatter echoing through old footage. You've caught it in black and white photos from urban battles, slung low in grainy reels, or dominating tight corridors in your favorite shooters. The perception hits hard, compact, relentless, the go-to when space shrinks and action explodes close by. But that snapshot, it's locked in a bygone era, a time capsule from streets and foxholes long reshaped. Today we're walking through how the submachine gun evolved from frontline necessity to pop culture staple, even as the battles, tech, and surroundings it was built for faded into memory. It starts in the late 1910s, right as machine guns were rewriting combat rules. Designers eyed pistols and wondered, what if you stretched the magazine, flipped it to full auto, kept it short enough to maneuver in trenches or alleyways? The Thompson emerged first, heavy with its drum mags and polished wood, feeling like a gangster's dream crossed with a soldier's sidekick. Back then, fights clustered. Men jammed in mud lines or house-to-house scraps, where 20 yards felt like a marathon. The SMG fit that squeeze perfectly, spitting lid in bursts to pin down foes just across the wire. Factories lit up, and the legend brewed. Portable storm of fire for when distance vanished. That momentum carried into the 1930s gangland tales and early skirmishes, where newsreels made it a star. Then World War II cranks production into overdrive. Nations scramble for cheap knockoffs. The MP40's stamped steel curves, the Sten gun's bare-bones pipe look, all folding stocks and skeleton frames to drop weight for airborne drops or night raids. Paratroopers grabbed them for chaos behind lines, where ruins and thickets turned every corner unpredictable. Propaganda posters hammered the image home, one silhouette with an SMG silhouette staving off waves. The public latched on, seeing it as the scrappy underdog in a meat grinder world. Those visuals stuck, seeding the myth of endless close-quarters fury. Post-war, things drift. Korea's hills and Vietnam's thickets pull fights outward. Patrols snake through rice paddies. Ambushes strike from 50 yards. Helicopters sling squads into remote spots. Radios link fire from afar. Rifles step up, trading spray for reach, lighter loads for day-long hauls. The submachine gun slips to side rolls. VIP escorts, shipboard kits, places still echoing that old trench vibe. Yet Hollywood rewinds the tape. The 1960s grindhouse flicks feature mobsters, mag-dumping diners. 80s blockbusters have heroes vaulting barricades unscathed. Think the trench-coated figures in Miami Vice or Die Hard, SMGs barking like punctuation. The screen myth solidifies, nimble savior for any pinch. Games cement it further. Early arcade cabinets buzz with pixel sprays. Modern titles let you kit them endlessly. Grips, lights, drums that never jam. Hours vanish tweaking for virtual CQB, where door frames frame perfect headshots and reloads snap instant. That digital gloss ignores the shift. Suburbs bloom with cul-de-sacs. Homes layer upward with drywall mazes. Yards stretch under streetlights. What danced through 1940s rubble now navigates coffee tables and stair rails, where echoes linger and angles twist odd. Materials lighten across the board. Polymers replace wood. Rails sprout add-ons prioritizing sightlines over bulk dumps. Culture keeps the flame. Forums debate vintage Thompsons like holy relics. Thumbnails promise SMG secrets, pulled from yellowed manuals. Movies loop the formula. Slow motion sweeps through warehouses, villains folding like paper. Games chase that high. balancing stats around the fantasy of hallway supremacy. Reality layers quietly atop. Open layouts favor glimpses at range. Daily rhythms slow the tempo. Neighbors tune into every sound. Designers nod to roots with pistol-caliber carbines, hybrids echoing the old form in fresh skins. But the pure SMG archetype holds its timepiece. One quirky footnote: those W-2 commandos loved the Sten for its throwaway simplicity. Legend says some ditched empties mid-mission, grabbing enemy versions off the ground. Pure desperation design, fitting a war of scrap and speed. Cut to 90s actioners, where heroes cradle gold-plated Uzis like fashion statements, zeroing goons in marble lobbies. Games riff endlessly. Think Rainbow Six sieges or COD tight room metas, all chasing that primal rush. The thread pulls through decades. Born for crammed chaos where volume trumped precision, it mirrored packed fronts and frantic melees. Wars sprawled, tech stretched horizons, lives unfolded in wider grids. The image endures, tough symbol from mud and smoke days, while contexts morphed around it. Not outdated relic, just tuned to an earlier verse in the story. What stands out in that timeline for you? The Sten swap tails or the pixel polish? Share below, like if the shift makes sense. Subscribe to Blaymore for more looks at how these legends age. See you next time.